So, guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button and also the bell notification. Okay, guys, so my DNA results are in, and there were two things that I learned from it. One of the things that I learned is that I have a particular mixture that I didn't know that I had in me. And the other thing is that the way you look, your physical appearance, does not really reflect who you really are in terms of your DNA. So, in doing a little more research on that, you have what is called your genotype and you have what is called your phenotype. Now, your genotype is your complete heritable genetic identity. It is your unique genome that would be revealed by personal genome sequencing. But then your phenotype is a description of your actual physical characteristics. This includes straightforward visible characteristics like your height, your eye color, your hair. That reflects in your phenotype. So that was something else that I learned from it. So let's get into now my ancestry composition. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen now. All right, so here I have up on the screen my ancestry composition, and this pie here, that is who I am, that represents me, all these colors, and this is the colors here on the map that shows you my DNA, where all my DNA comes from. So if we go over here now, we click on here, it gives you a further breakdown. So here you can see that I'm 39.9% sub-Saharan African, and this here shows you the colors that represents that. So clicking on West African, you can see that I am 36.2%, and then it shows you that part of West Africa on the map here. So I'm 36.2% West African. I am 0.5% Central and South African. I am 0.1% East African, and 3.1% broadly sub-Saharan African. So this gives you that breakdown. And then if you click here, you can see that again, look at all the colors here, and I am 35.5% European. So I am 17.2% Southern European. So again, you can see the colors represented there. And then that is broken down even further. So I am 7.1% Iberian. Now the Iberian, the peninsula of Iberia is represented by the people of Spain and Portugal. So I do know from speaking to my mom that I had ancestors from Spain and Portugal. So that's represented there. This one was a surprise to me. I'm 0.6% Italian. I did not know that I had Italian in me, so that was something that I learned. And therefore I am 9.6% broadly Southern European, so this part of Europe. And then I am 14.4% Northwestern European, so that represents these colors up here. So I am 6.3% British and Irish. I am, again, look at the colors on top here in the map. I am 8% broadly Northwestern European. And then they put all the colors together, and I am 3.9% broadly European. And if we click here now, I am 18.4% broadly South Asian. So I have Indian in me. And then if I click here, it says that I am 1.6% East Asian and Native American. So these colors represent, like the yellow here represents Native American, and these colors here represent the East Asian. So I am 1.5% Native American, and I am 0.1% East Asian. And then at the bottom here, I am 4.7% unassigned, meaning that parts of my DNA, they can't figure out exactly where it is from, where I'm from. So I guess as they get more data, they'll be able to assign the particular DNA to that 4.7%. So if you scroll down here, now it shows you your ancestry timeline. So these numbers here, as you can see, they're dates. These represent generations. So if I hover over here, it says that the first one, South Asian, you most likely had a grandparent, great-grandparent, or second great-grandparent who was 100% South Asian. And then if I click over here on the British and Irish, it says you most likely had a great-grandparent, second great-grandparent, or third great-grandparent who was 100% British and Irish. And then if I click hover over here, it says you most likely had a great-grandparent, second great-grandparent, or third great-grandparent who was 100% West African. And then going back to the fourth, spanning the fourth to the seventh generation, it says you most likely had a second great-grandparent, a third great-grandparent, fourth great-grandparent, or fifth great-grandparent who was 100% Iberian. And then it says here, on the Italian, you most likely had a third great-grandparent, a fourth great-grandparent, a fifth great-grandparent, a sixth great-grandparent, or seventh great-grandparent or greater grandparent who was 100% Italian. And then going back to sixth generation to the 8+ generation, it says that again, you most likely had a fourth great-grandparent, fifth great-grandparent, sixth great-grandparent, seventh great-grandparent who was 100% Central and South African. And same thing for this one, East African. It has it there. Fourth great-grandparent, fifth great-grandparent, sixth great-grandparent, seventh great was 100% East African. And then the last one, and if you notice though at the bottom here, it tells you the time that person most likely would have been born. So in the last one for Native American, again it says you likely had a fourth great-grandparent, fifth great-grandparent, sixth or seventh who was 100% Native American. This person was likely born between 1710 and 1800. So this gives you your ancestry timelines. How many generations ago was your most recent ancestor for each population, right? And then now if you scroll along here, you have your ancestry composition chromosome painting. So if I just hover over sub-Saharan African, okay, let me scroll down a little more so you can see everything. It shows you now your DNA for that. And if I scroll down here to European, it shows you my DNA for the European. And if let's just scroll down a little more. If I go to South Asian, it shows you my DNA for South Asian. And lastly, if I hover over East Asian, Native American, it shows you my DNA for that. So that is basically it, guys. That's the breakdown of who I am, my DNA. And as you can see from the breakdown, that my genotype and my phenotype is different. So that just goes to show that you know, that how wonderful mixture mixture is. Alright, well that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now. Okay guys, so there's just one more thing that I wanted to add, and that had to do with your genotype and your phenotypes. Even though you may have had the same genotypes from your parents, your siblings may manifest different phenotypes. So that is the situation in my case, and it's also the situation with my children. I have 2 sons, and again, even though they have the same genotype, which is from me and from my husband, they manifest their phenotypes differently. So my oldest son, his phenotype is different from my younger son phenotype, even though they more or less have the same genotype. So that just goes to show the beauty of genetics and mixture. And like I always tell people, as far as I see it, we all belong to one race, and that is the human race. Alright guys, well, bye for now. Till next time.